Full auto mode is typically the preferred transmission setting to use when operating an E23 equipped tractor. For certain applications, sometimes full auto doesn't give us the customizability that we need. There are a couple examples of that. One would be utilizing a new Seedstar 4 electric drive equipped planter. As we can see on this display, this tractor is equipped with a Seedstar 4 planter. With a Seedstar 4 planter, we do need to utilize the PTO to run our electric power generation unit. When I do that, in full auto mode, it turns Efficiency Manager off. So to simulate that, I move the throttle to the full position. In full auto mode with Efficiency Manager turned on, the tractor will go ahead and return to 1200 RPM. However, when the PTO is turned on, which we will see on the corner post, Efficiency Manager is turned off when the PTO is engaged in full auto mode. So if I turn the PTO on, we can see the tractor instantly jumps up to full throttle due to Efficiency Manager being turned off. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the PTO off. So we probably would prefer that our tractor is not planting corn at full throttle. In order to remedy the situation, we can use the custom transmission mode. Simply go into the transmission and select custom mode. Custom mode gives us the ability to set our economy on and economy off, minimum RPM settings, as well as custom settings where we can turn on and off load anticipation. In this example, with our electric drive planter, I'm going to go ahead and turn off load anticipation for the PTO. We can go ahead and close out. We can see we are in custom mode on the run page. I will again turn my PTO on, move the tractor to the full throttle position, and now, because load anticipation is turned off, the tractor will go ahead and return to 1500 RPM, which is what our economy off setting is. I can also adjust that RPM if I so choose. So if I want my tractor to run at 1450 RPM through the field, I can go ahead and select that. Go ahead and turn the PTO off. Another instance where we may not be able to use full auto is a situation where maybe we're pulling a very large disc gripper. We go ahead and turn on the end rows and there's no load. In full auto mode, the tractor is going to return to 1200 RPM as we complete our turn. When you go ahead and lower our disc gripper, the tractor will see some load anticipation. It will usually bump the RPMs up slightly. Many times there is not enough reaction time. The tractor will almost come to a stop before it has the ability to recover. One thing we can do in custom mode is change some settings to make the tractor perform better. One option would be to change our economy speed, which would change how far the tractor is allowed to drop RPMs when completing the turn. So we have the ability to turn eco on or eco off, and then it will choose what RPM is going to be our minimum setting at full throttle. So I'm going to go ahead and turn eco off and say I want my tractor at minimum to run 1400 RPM on the turn. If I go ahead and close out, move the throttle up to the full position, it will go ahead and throttle back to the 1400. So that will give us a little bit of a boost over the 1200 setting that full auto utilizes. Another option we can do is go into custom settings, and we also have the ability to change the droop setting. Currently, we're set at 20% with the PTO on as well as the PTO off. What I can do to help the tractor respond quicker to changing load conditions, I can change my droop setting, and if I lower that number, the tractor is going to start to respond quicker as RPMs are pulled down. So in this instance, we can take the PTO off engine droop setting to 14%, which is going to help that tractor start responding quicker as engine RPM is pulled down, make the tractor more responsive, and will do a better job with that oncoming load. So my range is 14 to 26%. So if I'm able to adjust that down, it's going to help the tractor perform better in a heavy tillage situation. I also have the ability, if I was pulling other implements or using SCVs, I can turn those settings for load anticipation on and off as well. So in summary, with custom mode, there are certain applications where full auto may not give us the best settings for the job that we're trying to do. So in today's lesson, we covered custom mode. If we were running a planner, we can go into custom settings and turn our load anticipation for the PTO off when using that electric drive planner. And in the case of a heavy tillage tool, we have the ability to adjust the economy RPM up to a higher level to give us a little bit of a head start when we put that ripper down. And we can also change the engine droop settings, lower that value to help the tractor begin to respond faster to those oncoming loads.